think I've ever walked so much in my entire life. I'm so tired, but it has been absolutely worth it. I have walked all over this city, even out in the suburbs, and it is hot. It's like in the 80s, but I have seen the most amazing things and have met some of the most amazing people since I have been in Chicago. Yesterday I went on the architecture boat tour. Started at a Navy pier and then went through the river and turned around and came back to the pier. I highly recommend that if you're in Chicago, you do that tour. Even if you live in Chicago and you have not done the tour yet, I recommend it. It is so cool. You get the best pictures. It's relaxing. You're just floating on the boat, going along, getting to see Chicago from a different angle. So I highly recommend it. After that, I hung out in the hostel for a little bit to kind of cool off, and charge my phone because my phone was about to die. That is one tip that I will give you guys, is when you are in Chicago or really any big city that has skyscrapers, you might want to put your phone in airplane mode, because with all of the skyscrapers around you, your phone is trying to search for a signal, and it will drain your battery really fast. So unfortunately, the cable I brought for my phone is a lightning cable and not the USB type, and it cannot work with my power bank that I had on me. So that was kind of a bummer. I had to reserve my phone. Then I took the L train, which was actually on my bucket list for Chicago. Took the L train up to, I think it's Lakeview, Lakeside, Lake something community, and went to Sugar Daddy, which is a bakery there. You guys have got to go there. When you come to Chicago, go to Sugar Daddy. They have the best cookies and cupcakes and bread and pastries. It just, I got the, I think they called it the Miss Doodle. It's a snickerdoodle cookie. The thing was huge, and it just melted in my mouth. Oh my God. I ate half of it while I was standing in the store. And I saved the rest for later. I have the rest of it right here because I knew I would get too full off of one cookie. Their desserts there are not too sweet, which is really nice. I hate when you eat a sweet and then you get that sugar crash afterwards. You don't get that with their stuff. So yeah, I highly recommend going to Sugar Daddy because it is just awesome, and very friendly staff. The owner there, James, is amazing. Got to meet the partner there, Ryan, also amazing. So yeah, go to Sugar Daddy. You won't regret that. From the Loop in downtown Chicago, it's about maybe 15-20 minute ride on the L train, so it's not bad. You do walk a little bit once you get off, but not too far. Stayed up in that area, walked around, had some Filipino food up there at Seafood City, which was also amazing. You would think I would get really huge on this trip from all the food I'm eating, but I'm walking it all off, so that's a good thing. Got back to the room last night and it was really late. Tried not to wake up the dorm mate. Got a new dorm mate. Little upset on that one. He actually tried groping me, Had to shut that down real quick, and you know, I think he might have been on something, might have been high or drunk or something, but yeah, that kind of put a little bit of a damper on that. But it is hostel life. You never know who you're going to be roomed with. The good thing is I did tell my other dorm mate about it. That way I'd have somebody to look out for me, you know, during the night. Nothing else has happened with that, so I think it was just probably on something. I didn't want to end the video on that note, so I thought I would share some of the pictures I took on the architecture boat tour while I talk a little more in depth about what happened. I was getting ready for bed and the guy came up behind me and groped me. I quickly pushed him off of me and told him to back off. He did, but he did have some crude comments to say afterwards, at which time I told him to leave me alone, and he did. Yes, I could have got physical with him, punching him, kicking him, or screamed for help, or even gone to the front desk to make a formal complaint. But since he left me alone after that, I wasn't too worried about it. My main concern was if we got a new dorm mate that was a female, what would happen to her? Luckily we didn't. And the next day I woke up and he had already gone for the day. He ended up only staying the one night. I hope that me sharing that experience with you does not dissuade you from wanting to stay in a mixed dorm hostel. You can stay in a same-sex room in the hostel if you choose to do so. I chose to stay in a mixed dorm. I knew that things could possibly happen, so even before this trip, I was already mentally prepared for in case things did happen. And that's why I was able to, in my mind, take care of the situation so quickly. But overall, it was a great day. And I look forward to seeing everyone in the next video where I do a recap of the last day of the trip. Bye!